remember having a conversation with you at, what's that, Earth Bar. We were there to get our healthy juices.
Oh, yeah.
Bumped into each other. And I was telling you about how I'd had trouble with relationships and how I was seeking sexual sobriety.
Yeah, you actually, I want to be completely honest with you, bro.
Go for it, man, yeah.
Out of all the human beings I've ever met on planet Earth, and I'm almost 50, in 2 weeks I'll be 50 years old, and you are one of the most fascinating people I've ever encountered in my life. I'll tell you why, because I've never seen a human being go through such a transformation than you. It's like you're the poster child of like that, like 12 steps to work, and you know what I mean, and all that stuff works, because it's like when I first met you, bro, I thought you were like a human scab.
Yeah, yeah.
You were like just
a
this thing where we, like he would walk in the room and we kind of, like what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like...
Was the first time we met when I got kicked out of that video game awards? Was it a video game awards?
That was
Samuel L. Jackson
That was the craziest. Dude, I remember...
You had to show up to rehearse the show. You would just
we're in Vegas, right?
Yeah.
It's the Video Games Awards, right? Samuel L. Jackson's hosting, and we're doing the rehearsal, right? First of all, I'm supposed to present with you.
I mean, we were co-presenters.
Right. Well, we were.
We were supposed to be.
That was the intention.
Yeah, that was the intention, right? Then all of a sudden, like, you're a little late, so I'm already there at where I'm supposed to be, my mark. You come in, and you start screaming at Samuel L. Jackson. you go, "What are you doing this for? You're a sellout. You're a movie star." right. I'm being real. And like, I remember.
What are you doing this for?
Yeah. And I remember being so in the audience was, because there were other presenters in the audience. It was Patton Oswalt and Brian Posehn, and I remember them looking at me. And Patton Oswalt looks at me and he goes with his mouth, "I'm so sorry." Right. Next thing I know, they drag you out. Right? And then next thing I hear is that you're banned from the MGM for life or something like that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Something happened backstage. I don't know what happened, right? But that was like my first encounter with you.
Yeah.
What year would this have been?
Ooh, maybe 2007. Sounds about right.
Maybe, yeah. And I remember I had to present by myself. You know what I mean? So now the live show...
Well, you got to present by yourself.
I got to present by myself, but I would have loved to do it with you.
Well, yeah.
But you were like out of your mind.
That was the first time we met. And then the second time we met was at this super high-end, fancy massage place. What's it called? Burke Williams?
Burke Williams, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And
I used to go to Burke Williams.
I don't think I was yet sober at that point either.
But then to see you go from there, right, to like... vegan, to like, you know what I mean, I'm not masturbating for a year,
430 days.
Yeah, I'm sober, I live a clean life, and just being like this transformation that like just kind of blew my mind, because when you get sober, I still have like my things, right? Like I smoke.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I still sometimes masturbate to porn, like in a very like alcoholic way,
Oh yeah, like what? There are many different approaches to masturbating to porn.
What do you mean?
I mean, there are people like Scott Randolph who would put like...
I went 9 times in one day before.
Why?
Well, I don't know. How do you masturbate alcoholically?
Well, it's like the motto that I was raised with: if a little's good, a lot's better.
Yeah, but by the 9th time, your dick must have looked like a dog's dick, like a licorice.
Yeah, I wasn't too worried about that.
Was it bleeding?
No, I don't know. I don't really remember too much from that
come
day.
out when you like little Visine drops came out after you came?
And then there's other people who just for one orgasm will spend like 10 hours. Like,
that's what I do.
Oh, so you're
like I'm about to come, right, and then I'll just release, right, and I'll let it even go down.
Yeah, so it's called edging.
Is that what it's called?
It's called edging. You get right to the edge,
right,
and then you back off.
I back off.
So you actually put out. I mean, that's like such a time suck.
Yeah, my penis goes, wee, oh, and then it goes, wee, oh.
I wonder if that's good for you.
Like, I think it's that.
I don't think it's good.
It's not good. There's nothing good about
Oh, your heart is racing.
Because when I went to the therapist, he was like, "Do you masturbate like in 2 minutes, or do you like take you 10 hours?" And I was like, "Oh, like 2 minutes." And he's like,
"Yeah,
got it." And he wrote a note.
But I'll tell you why it's not good. Is because, I went to a place because when my dad died, you know what I mean. All these issues came up because my dad used to beat the shit out of me growing up, and all this trauma came up, and I couldn't eat or sleep. I relapsed. I have 2 years almost now, but a couple years ago I relapsed, and I couldn't eat or sleep for months. I lost like 40 pounds. I was gonna kill myself, right? So then I went to a therapist, and we talked about my upbringing and the trauma. So then I went to a place in Arizona, right? So when I was in Arizona, I signed a contract because it's like they said, you not only, I got sober, but they're like, when you masturbate to porn, because I have trauma, you have to understand that people that are in porn also went through trauma, and it's just like a cycle of like.
So it's the place in Arizona, the Gentle Path?
No, I went to a place called PSC or something like that. But anyway, when that's why I haven't been to strip clubs either, because it's like it's just like
that's
these
behavior.
These women are just they just had I'm not saying all of them, but like a lot of them have gone through tremendous amounts of trauma and this and that, and it's just not a healthy.
Yeah. Well.
But I still sometimes masturbate.
It's called Steve-O's Hot Sauce for Your Butthole. And if you go on Amazon and type in Steve-O's Hot Sauce for Your Butthole and order yourself a bottle, you'd be really helping me. Because right now we're ranked number 30 on all of Amazon. And if you buy a bottle, we might go up the ladder. And that would mean a lot. So please get on Amazon and buy Steve-O's Hot Sauce for Your Butthole. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.